Key tips to moving to New York. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you're a true G. For anyone new here, hello, nice to meet you. I'm Savannah. I'm a Brit living out here in New York City, and today I am actually talking about all the questions that you guys asked me on my Instagram. And if you aren't following me on Instagram, why? It's right there. So I put out a questionnaire on my story asking questions, what you want to know about my life in New York, what you want to know, the tea, what am I doing, what's my job, how am I affording it, you know, all of that. I'm just going to get into it and answer all of the questions, baby. But I just want to give a massive shout out to Birth Date Candles. They gifted me the most beautiful candle. I just love astrology, and I love, like, I'm a Scorpio, true Scorpio. And basically it has like all the Scorpio traits, the strengths, the weaknesses. October the 28th is my birth date, and it has that on the candle. Very thankful for them gifting me a beautiful candle, and it's so lovely for a gift. Give that to your friend, give that to your mum, give that to your sister, give that to your brother. It's just a gift that everyone would love. Question number 1, do I feel safe being out alone as a woman? So I would say that I'm in quite a safe area. I live in quite a safe area in Brooklyn. I do feel safe, like when I come home from work and it's dark. But when I've been in different areas, there's different stories in different areas, you know. When my friends come round, they say that they feel safe around here when they walk here. What job do you have, and how did you start looking for jobs? So the jobs that I have, I am a dance teacher out here. Obviously YouTubing, influencing, and also I have a little part-time job as a receptionist. So I'm very hustle, but you have to be a hustler out here. I feel like everyone around me is a hustler. When I first came out here, I moved out here not knowing what the hell I wanted to do. Like, I just came out here and I was blagging it. Obviously, I'm a performer. I love to perform, I love to sing, I love to dance, I love to act. But with COVID and the pandemic, performing arts has just been, which is a sad shame. Walking down like Times Square and seeing like none of the Broadway shows open just absolutely breaks my heart, and it's just so sad what's happened to the performing arts world. I've been very lucky my whole entire life to never have a normal 9-to-5 job. I graduated from college and I went straight into a tour where I danced in a show, and I toured around the world for like 2 years, and that was amazing. Like at 19 years old, to being paid to tour around the world, it was just like the dream job. And then ever since that, I've just been performing, freelancing. I did movies, I've done music videos, gigs, modeling. So coming out here, it was a shock because I couldn't perform. Performing wasn't an option. I came out here and I was like, Savannah, you're gonna have to get a normal job. You're gonna have to get a working resume. So it was a bit scary. I came out here and I just had to research. When I first came out here, I was acting like I was on holiday. My mum was on my phone like, Savannah, you're spending your money so much, like you need to get a job, you need to get that income coming in. It was a stress, I'm not gonna lie. Like coming out here and like seeing the news and stuff and seeing that so many people are unemployed because of COVID, businesses are going down, and how am I gonna come into New York and just swipe up a job like that?
Swipe or no swiping?
But I had to make it happen. If you want to make it happen, you make it happen. I think I just set myself one whole day where I was just on the computer just researching. I was looking on Craigslist, I was looking on Facebook. I was fine with asking. I was asking friends. I was like, do you know anyone that's hiring for jobs? Like, if you don't ask, you don't get, you know? There was one day where I went into like all the cafes and the restaurants all around me, and I was taking in my resume. And that was a new experience for me. So if you are coming out to live in New York, just do some research before coming out so you can start that job straight away and your money isn't going. At the moment, I'm not gonna lie, I'm enjoying the life that I'm living. Love doing the whole YouTubing situation. I love having the time to grow my channel and focus on my channel. And then teaching dance is also always something that I'd love to do. How are you looking for apartments? How do you know what area to move to? So when I came out here, I just started looking on Facebook gypsy housing. So many places on there. There's sublets, there's rentals, there's everything. And also Rumors. There's a company out here, really good. I found an apartment. I was very happy. Here I am. Plan a trip out here and have a look at the areas and see what area you like and see what area you don't like. There's the world of YouTube. We've got the internet now. You can search up about areas in New York. So yeah, just get your research going. What visa are you on? So I've had this question a lot, but I just want to say that I am an American citizen. My dad's American, my mum's British, so I have an American passport, which makes me legal to work and live here without a visa. I know, I'm so lucky, I'm so lucky. Thank you, God. How are you affording to live there at the moment? Girl, how am I? No, I'm doing good. I had a good old savings account that helped me on this move, but I think it was a good purpose to use my savings as I was moving to a different country, starting a fresh new life. It was a good investment in my life. I do suggest you have a good old savings account to back you up on the move if you plan on moving to New York. Then I just got a job and I'm working a lot. It is expensive, so you will be in New York for the foreseeable future. I will be in New York for the foreseeable future. I haven't set a time, I haven't set a return date. Like, I haven't booked a return flight to England, and see what happens. Is there anything I miss about the UK? I actually do miss the UK. Like, there's some days where I'm very homesick. I just think about getting in my little Mini, driving around, going to Aldi, going to Lidl, going to Tesco, going to Morrison's, I miss the supermarkets. Is that a weird thing to miss? I just miss like being familiar with a supermarket. Yeah, I miss my car. Like, I could get a car out here, but you don't really need a car in New York. Like, the subway is just everywhere. But I do miss just getting in my car and driving around. And if I was to get a car out here, I'd want an apartment with parking, because parking is craziness, and I don't think I would be able to park out here because your gal can't parallel park. Obviously, I miss my friends, I miss my family so much. There's days where I'm really down, I'm not gonna lie, where I'm like, oh, this hurts, this hurts. I miss the pounds. I'm 50p's, 10p's, 20p's. I don't get like the quarters and the dimes and the nickels. No, I do get them, but I just miss the pound currency. How are the Americans when they hear your British accent? Do they love it? Girl, they love it. Where are you from? I'm not complaining. Guys find it sexy. That's all I'm saying. Was there a point where you thought you couldn't do it? Yeah, I think it was when I first came out here and I saw how expensive the rent was. I thought I was never gonna get a job. I think staying at my cousin's, it spoilt me because her apartment is so beautiful and it just put my standards up there. So if I found an apartment that was in my budget but I didn't like it, I wouldn't stay there. I want an apartment that's in my standards, you know? Finding an apartment that was in my standards, that was in my budget, that wasn't too expensive, finding a job, meeting new friends, not feeling lonely. A few times where I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this, but you just gotta go through those times, gotta go through them. There will be more times that I'm gonna feel like I won't be able to do this, but I can do this. We can all do it. Whatever you set your mind to, you can do it. How are the bagels? Funnily enough, I've been out here since the 1st of September, it's the 1st of December, and I've only had one bagel. Can you believe that? Like, there's a really nice bagel store literally around the corner from my apartment. I do want to go in there every single day, but I think if I eat too many bagels, I will become an elephant. So I don't want to do that to myself. If I start to eat bagels, I will just carry on like there's no tomorrow because I just love my food. But the one bagel that I had was just absolutely out of this world and it made me want to get another one. As soon as I bit into it, I said, I need to get another one. And it was amazing. It was like a blueberry bagel with, and I had mixed berry tofu on it, and it was just unbelievable. unbelievable. The bagels out here, because New York's famous for the bagels, isn't it? Like bagels were founded here. I need to search that. Amazing. Have I done any tourist attractions? I haven't actually, because I think I'm saving it all for when my friends and family are allowed to come here. I kind of want to save all the tourist attractions for when my besties come out. But as for now, I'm just giving it. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. Do you find it hard to make friends? I'm an extrovert, so I do enjoy meeting new people, and I do enjoy chatting. I do enjoy like connecting with different people. I'm on an app called Savanna, and it's just for women. It's for women to make friends, to make girlfriends, to hang out. If you're new in a city, I found some great friends on there. Obviously, some girlfriends you meet up with, and it's like you meet them for the one time, and then you never meet them again. But it was nice. It was a nice chat. It was nice to connect. But then there's those friends that you meet up with, and then you carry on a friendship, and it's like you meet up every week, every weekend. I've got a good group. I've got a good group of friends. I think with me, because I'm meeting all these people, it's like they're all separate. So I like to bring them together. So let's say like I meet these people like all through different ways. I'm like, well, I can't hang out with all of them, like, or my week would just be jam-packed and crazy. So why don't we just all bring them together and let's all hang out together, make all of them friends, and they meet new friends and they connect, and it's nice. I meet a lot of people on Instagram as well. I kind of did a lot of research before I came out here, just searching up creative people, and I was looking on Instagram and DMing them like, hey, I'm moving out to New York on the 1st of September, would love to meet you. And a few people that I did that to, I met up with them. We've kept that friendship. Messaged Yabo, who does my nails, my nail tech. She's flipping amazing, so she's definitely been a true friend to me since being out here. I did that to Callie. She was like one of the first girls that I met up with when I came out here, and me and her text like every single day. I did that to Nally. Nally is a good friend of mine out here as well. I bumped into her at the gym the other day, and it was just so nice to see her, and it was all from an Instagram DM. I was literally like, hey girl, I'm coming to New York on the 1st of September. Would be lovely to meet up with you and hang out and connect and get creative together. So DM those people. We have the luxury of the world at our fingers. We can Instagram people across the mother flipping world. How great is technology? How does London and New York compare? What's the differences? What's the difference, pros and cons? Great question. I would say London Underground is way more cleaner and more high-tech than the metro. Obviously I don't enjoy going on public transport anyway, but if I have to go on public transport, I would rather go on the Underground than going on the metro.
Sorry, Metro.
I do understand the metro now. It's not even like I understand the Underground more than the metro. What I do like about the metro is that you're spaced out more, so your knees are not nearly touching. Like the Underground, your knees are nearly touching, but metro, it's very spaced out. I prefer the Oyster card over the metro card. The metro card is very flimsy, like it's a piece of paper, like it can get ripped at any point. Oyster card is like sturdy, like ooh. I love the fact that the metro card, you just swipe it and you're in. You don't have to get it back out to tap out. You're in then, you can put the metro card away. But with the Oyster card, you tap, you put it away, and then when you're at the station that you wanted to go to, you have to find the flipping Oyster card to tap out again. Also, another thing about public transport, the Underground in London, when you tap the Oyster card and the gate just like opens up and you just walk through the gate. But metro, it's like this pole that you have to like push to get through. Like when I've got bags and stuff, I get caught up in the pole and it's like annoying. But Underground, the gate just opens up for you. You know, okay, I think Savannah likes the Underground more than the metro, we get that. Maybe it's because I've got a British accent, but I feel like everyone wants to talk to me in New York, and everyone's a bit more happier and like, woo, like everyone wants to be a bit more chattier in New York compared to London. I feel like London, everyone's just like a bit grumpy, a bit cold, but New York, everyone's like, just wants to talk, and everyone's just a bit like happier. Don't know if that's just me and because I'm a Brit that's saying that. There's a lot of people that want to move out to New York. I have seen that through my questions, through my YouTube comments. Key tips to moving to New York. You need to do your research. You need to do your research on how you're going to get here, what visa you need, what job you're going to get. Because sometimes you can get a job out here that can give you the visa that you need to move out here. What you need to get a visa. Save money. Save as much money as possible. If you know you want to end up in New York, living in New York, start saving from today. Be putting away £100 a week. Be putting away £200 a week. Just be putting away money every single week, because that money will come in handy when you move to a different country. I couldn't recommend it more. Just packing your bags and going to a different country, just for at least 3 months, 6 months, a year, just experiencing another country. Like, there's so many countries in this world. If there's an option to move to another country, take it. Do the research, save that money. You can make it happen if you want it that bad. Honestly, Christmas in New York, you just think so magical, right? But because of COVID, I am gonna be by myself.
It's okay, don't feel sorry for me.
And Christmas is such a big holiday for me. I love Christmas and it means the world to me to have family around and friends around. I'm just such a family orientated gal, and I just love family time, and just thinking about Christmas and not being with my family makes me a bit upset. The Christmas trees are starting to be put up, the Christmas decorations are up. It's beautiful, like everywhere you look, it's just so beautiful. Very Christmassy out here, but obviously I would love to be spending it with my family. If my family could fly out here, it would be lovely. I need to get a boyfriend. How is it in New York now versus right after you moved here? It was just hectic. Obviously I was staying on my cousin's couch. I didn't have my own space. All my stuff was in their living room. I felt like I was in the way. Yeah, I just didn't feel settled. Compared to now, I'm starting to feel settled. I'm happy. I'm in a better space. I didn't have a routine, I wasn't exercising, but now I'm very happy. I've got a routine, I've got a beautiful space that I'm in, my head's in a good space. Do you have a part-time job to sustain living costs aside YouTube and social media? I do YouTube, social media, dance teaching, receptionist, also at school at the moment. I have gone back to learning. I wasn't gonna tell anyone, but that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm doing. So I'm a busy girl, that's all I'm saying. You have to be a hustler out here. If you're not a hustler, you feel left behind. So I had a question about gyms out here. The gym I go to is called Blink Fitness, and honestly, it's the best gym that I think I've been to in my whole entire life. It's very safe during the pandemic. Everything is like 2 meters apart. There's hand sanitizer everywhere you go. There's wipes to wipe down the equipment afterwards. It's never too busy, so make sure you go check them out. I had a question on my YouTube channel saying, where do you work in New York? Are you still performing? I'm not performing, obviously. Like, I'm used to doing tours. Tours are just absolute no-go because of COVID. I'm still dancing because I'm teaching dance, which I'm so thankful for, because I just miss dancing so much. I miss being on that stage, I miss performing. I had a dream the other night that I was in Hamilton on Broadway, and it honestly made me very happy. And I thought I was all over that musical theatre, being on stage phase of my life, but maybe I'm not. But yeah, I don't want this video to be too long, so I really hope you enjoyed this. If you have any more questions, just comment below and I'll answer them in the comments. I honestly appreciate the love that I got from my last vlog. Honestly, it was so nice to see all the people that were staying till the end of my vlog, and it was like a 25-minute vlog. 25 minutes people were watching me. Like 25 minutes out of someone's life, they were watching me. That's crazy. Like, that's crazy to think, and I just honestly am so thankful for that. It makes me so happy. Obviously I said to comment avocado if you get to the end of the video, and I got so many people putting avocado, so it made me smile just seeing all the avocados, and avocado is my favorite food. So if you have made it to the end of this video, let's comment spring onion. Spring onion, yes, you heard it correctly. I really like spring onions at the moment, and spring onions are the one. spring onion if you made it this far and you're a true G. But thank you for making it this far if you are this far. Follow me on Instagram, and I've got lots of discounts at the moment, and all the links will be in my description box. From laser hair removal, lingerie, to protein shakes. So I get a lot of questions about these ones. And they're from Banned Goods. I will put them here and I will link it in the description also. And they're gonna be perfect for Christmas, so make sure you order them. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like, and seeing my YouTube channel grow literally makes me so happy. I wanna be as big as Emma Chamberlain one day. I flipping love Emma Chamberlain. Okay, thank you, love you. Mwah!
When you're coming home, I really miss you. And I wanna wake up next to you, doing all the things